Good morning. We're back with Bill Stolz. He's from the Coast Guard Auxiliary. How you doing, Bill?
Just fine, thank you.
Thanks for coming in. We're talking about quite a few different things, and we're talking about boating safety and how to prepare yourself. And you guys are out there all the time, and you see people really not prepared for the weather, not prepared for cold water quite often, I imagine.
We do. A lot of people don't realize how important the weather is. In our alpine lakes, the weather changes constantly. Really very important to understand what's going to go on. And a great source of information is right here on Channel 8. Find out what's going on.
Good plug for us.
A little more detailed information, go to the National Weather Service, and you can actually download the lake report, and that'll tell you the water temperature and some general information. And if you want even more detailed information, they may have a tabular report, and that breaks it down hour by hour, wind direction, wind speed, chance of precipitation, thunderstorms.
And I actually use those myself just for forecasting purposes. Those hour-by-hour tabular reports are great because, just like you said, it really breaks it down. Because sometimes we say, wind gusts out of the west, but that's maybe only for a certain time. And if you're out on the water, it's really important what's going on.
Exactly. And be aware. Look at the sky every now and then. If you see these cumulus clouds, they're getting a little bit darker, building up moisture, they're starting to tower a little bit, good indication we're going to have a thunder shower. Start heading towards shore. You don't want to be stuck in the middle of the lake during a thunderstorm. I've got in my hand here, this is a small VHF portable radio, a submarine band radio.
Right.
And right on here, I don't know if you can hear that online.
Perfect timing, actually. Talking about thunderstorms possible this afternoon.
Exactly. Excellent thing to have. You can buy these things for $100. And if you get in an emergency, it's also a radio. So you get on here on channel 16 and you ask for help. And every other boater out there that has one of these radios hears that, they'll come to your aid. Plus all the law enforcement agencies and the Coast Guard at the lake monitor 16.
So something definitely to help keep your family safe.
We think this is way, way better than a cell phone will ever be.
Okay,
Cell phone, you're calling one person.
Right,
Very true. And who are you calling?
And now they're able to pick up, you never know.
Exactly. So we really recommend some. And with having the weather station right on here, you've got an excellent tool.
Okay, and it's summertime, obviously it gets hot. People know that. But the water temperature you mentioned before is still cold. And what do people need to do to protect themselves, even in the summertime when the temperature is obviously a lot warmer than winter?
Well, the biggest thing you can do is always wear a life jacket. And if you're not going to wear a life jacket, make sure that the boat you're on hands you a life jacket that you can have right next to you that you can grab. You've got to remember, accidents happen in seconds. They don't happen in minutes. There's no planning to an accident. So the other thing to keep in mind is if you end up in the water draws the heat out of your body 25 times faster than air does. So it really drains you quickly.
So it doesn't take long, even if the temperatures aren't as cold as you might think.
Exactly. 68 degrees doesn't sound cold.
And that's what we're at right now, but you still don't want to be in the water all that long.
No, because in a short period of time, you start getting weak. You can't use your arms. Now you're trying to lift yourself onto something, and you find you can't do it.
All right, thanks a lot for coming in, Bill. Stay safe, whatever you're doing, obviously, out there. Stay with us. We'll be right back.